You tell yourself you need more discipline, more willpower, more control. But every time you try to be consistent, something inside quietly resists. Not loudly, not dramatically, just enough to stop you. And what if that resistance isn't laziness, but a part of you that still doesn't believe you're allowed to become that person? You make plans when you feel clear. This is it. I'll wake up early. I'll start. I'll change. And in that moment, it feels real. But when the time comes, your body feels heavy. Your mind wanders. Small distractions feel urgent. You don't decide to quit. You just drift away. Later, guilt shows up, and the story begins. I have no discipline. Other people can do this. What's wrong with me? But here's the strange part. You're not incapable. You've proven you can work hard for others, in emergencies, when expectations are clear. So why does effort collapse when it's about building your own life? Psychology has a quiet answer. This isn't a discipline problem. It's an identity permission problem. You are not fighting effort. You are fighting an internal boundary you didn't consciously build. Somewhere along the way, your brain formed a belief. People like me don't get to move freely. Success brings pressure. Standing out is dangerous. Rest must be earned. These beliefs don't feel like thoughts. They feel like reality. So when you try to grow, your nervous system reacts like you're crossing a line you're not allowed to cross. You don't stop because you're weak. You stop because a deeper system says, this is not safe for who we are. Psychological mechanism. Your brain has a system called the self-concept. In cognitive psychology, this is your internal model of who I am. Your brain works very hard to keep this model stable because stability feels safe. Imagine your identity like a thermostat. If the room gets too hot, it cools it down. Too cold, it heats it up. Your behavior works the same way. If your actions start moving you toward a life that doesn't match your current identity, the brain lowers your behavior temperature. Motivation drops, energy fades, focus weakens. This is called self-consistency theory. We are wired to act in ways that confirm who we believe we are, even if that belief limits us. Now add neuroscience. Your brain's threat system, especially the amygdala, doesn't just react to physical danger. It reacts to social and identity threats. If growing means being seen, being judged, outgrowing people, carrying more responsibility, your brain may tag success as potential loss, loss of safety, loss of belonging, loss of familiarity. So procrastination becomes protection, avoidance becomes regulation. Discipline fails not because you lack strength, but because another part of your brain is trying to keep you emotionally safe. You don't build discipline first, you build emotional permission. Here's how. 1. Notice the line you're not crossing. Every avoidance pattern protects something. Ask quietly, if I actually became consistent, what would change? More attention? Higher expectations? Distance from certain people? This engages metacognition, thinking about your own thinking, which weakens automatic avoidance loops. 2. Separate effort from identity threat. Your brain confuses growth with danger, so shrink the meaning. Instead of, this means I'm becoming a different person, say, this is just a 20-minute action. This reduces cognitive load and threat perception. Small actions don't trigger identity alarms as strongly. but it changes neural processing. Say in words, I am allowed to do this without earning it. I am allowed to improve without guilt. I am allowed to take up space. This targets implicit beliefs, the deep assumptions that guide emotion more than logic does. Repetition builds new associations in the brain's emotional learning circuits. When you grow, discomfort doesn't mean failure. It means your identity thermostat is adjusting. Name it. This is the old boundary reacting. Labeling emotions activates the prefrontal cortex, which calms the threat response. Your brain learns safety through experience, not arguments. Every time you act and nothing bad happens, your nervous system updates. This is called prediction error learning. Reality proves the fear wrong, and the identity slowly expands. Here's the mental model. You are not a broken machine that needs more force. You are a system designed to protect its current identity. Discipline is not pushing harder. It's widening the circle of who you believe you're allowed to be. When identity expands, behavior follows naturally, like water flowing once the gate is opened. Quiet, empowering close. You don't need to fight yourself. You don't need to become someone else overnight. You only need to gently question the invisible rule that says growth is not for you, because that rule was learned, and what's learned can soften, can change, can make space for a version of you that doesn't feel forced, just allowed. And sometimes permission is more powerful than discipline